Alright, so if you clicked on this video, you're looking for a dual reservoir master cylinder, and good for you, because in my opinion, this is the best modification you can possibly make to any Ford made 1966 or earlier. So in case you don't know, I'm going to explain the difference very quickly. A single reservoir master cylinder has one bowl of brake fluid for all your brakes. A dual reservoir is split so that you have a bowl for your front brakes and a bowl for your rear brakes. Now the reason we want this is because if you have a malfunction in your braking system, like a line rupturing or a wheel cylinder blowing out, you will lose all of your fluid with a single reservoir master cylinder and you will have zero brakes. If you have that same malfunction with a dual reservoir master cylinder, you will only lose half your brakes. So that's what makes this such an important modification to earlier vehicles. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go out and get yourself a master cylinder. Just get yourself one for a 1970 Mustang. Just make sure you get one that matches the system that you have. So if you have disc brakes, make sure and get a disc brake version. If you have the drums, make sure and get four-wheel drums because they do have both offered. They do list different ones for power and manual brakes. I don't know if there's any difference because the bore diameter is the same. They only come in 1-inch bore. Bore diameter affects your pedal feel, and 1 inch is just kind of that sweet spot where it works for both manual and power brakes, and you get a decent pedal feel either way. So installation is extremely simple. On Fords from 1952 to 1966, it's a 4-bolt design like you see here. You use the bottom 2 bolts for your master cylinder mounting, and the top 2 you just put back in. A quick note, if you have an earlier Ford, like 1939 to 48 or so, that has the 3-bolt master cylinder, you can actually buy a version of this master cylinder with a 3-bolt flange, but I'll put it in the description below. Makes things a little simpler. You don't have to make an adapter. So we know how to mount the thing. Let's talk about push rods really quick. I have had to lengthen push rods or shorten push rods occasionally. Sometimes you get to leave them the same. It just depends on what car you have, what kind of braking system you're going with. You can buy universal push rods. You can thread them out and it makes adjusting them really easy. I think they run like 13 bucks. I'll link one down below. All right, so once you've got the master cylinder mounted, you're gonna have to do a little bit of plumbing. I wish I could show you exactly what to do, but unfortunately it's gonna be slightly different on every single model. You're gonna have a brass block like you see down there somewhere in your system. And what that originally did was it just joined all your corners together and took one line to your master cylinder. Sometimes it's actually on the end of your original master cylinder. Sometimes it's down here. It just depends on what model you have. Here on the Thunderbird, I took the back brake circuit out and I plugged that port with a pressure operated brake switch that originally was mounted right here. You might want to ditch that pressure operated switch. If so, check out these. This is off of a 70s Ford pickup. I'll link a part number in the description. They work really well. You just have to mount them to your brake pedals somehow, but they work pretty good. So as you can see, this is a super simple conversion, and it's pretty widely used. You can find it on forums all over the place if you want to do more research. The main reason I'm making this video is because I see a lot of people come up on forums and such with this question, and they don't know that you can just buy this and use it, and they don't know how easy it is. So I just wanted to help kind of get that information out there a little bit more. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That just helps YouTube to know it's a good video and push it out to people who need it. Thank you so much for watching. That does it for this one, but I'll see you in the next one.